mixing it up.
How have you guys just been handling everything last couple of days?
It's been tough. Tough for our city. Tough situation. For all the families involved, friends, neighbors, and it's been tough. Just dealing with every single day. Just hearing about the people that that's dealing with things, that getting evacuated, losing their houses, and it's a tough time for all of us. So we've just been trying to, practice these last couple of days, just try to, clear our mind as much as we can. But we know it's a tough situation, tough moments for a lot of guys involved. And we're just trying to fight through it the best way we can.
Are any of you guys or the team or any of the staff affected directly by it?
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody lose their houses or?
Possibility. Yeah, possibility. And a lot of people that's been affected who had evacuated also lost their houses as well. And it's a tough time, like I said, for the city. For the state of California to have to go through this. And so I'll call some prayers out to everyone who's involved, and just hope we can get through it.
What was it like?
The first responders, the firefighters done a great job of just putting their lives on the line to try to make sure that everyone's safe and doing the best that they can. So we really appreciate them as well.
What was it like being on the road for this? While the worst of it was happening?
You heard about it, but you really didn't understand it. You heard about it. We heard about it when we was in Denver. And you really didn't understand it until you got back and you saw, the ashes, and you saw as we were about to land the flames, and it was really eerie, And so all we can do is just pray, pray and help the people who need to get through this, help them in the best way that we can.
How's Kawhi holding through everything? Trying to support him?
Yeah, he's been good. He's been good. Tough situation for him. Things he got to go through with his family and his house situation. And just we're here to support him. And not only Kawhi, but anyone in the community that we need to help. We're going to help and support. So we're just doing our best to be able to do that.
Is his house okay?
You have to talk to him about
How did you guys approach this weekend with uncertainty whether the game will be played? How you guys kind of approaching tomorrow?
We knew we wasn't going to play. Was yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. When we came in and had a practice, we either had shoot-around schedule or we had practice because we couldn't take 4 or 5 days off, And so we just kind of played it by ear to understand what the NBA wanted to do and how we wanted to approach it. And then knowing we play tomorrow, just had a practice day, and then tomorrow we'll have a late walk through 5 o'clock, before the game.
Nico was saying that it's tough, but also you guys are pros and understanding you lost 4 of the last 5, trying to recenter the focus on that. Just how difficult has that been, and what does that process look like?
To me, like I said, just get back to being who we are. I think we've kind of lost our defensive approach, to start games. Offensively, just making the right plays, sharing the basketball, playing with pace, and so we kind of got away from that. And so just figuring out different ways to play. We know Kawhi's come back, and just trying to figure out how we want to play, how we want to use him, how we can ease him back. And it's going to be a process, but we just got to make sure that we do the things that we can do, control what we can control as far as every night having that defensive identity to start games, playing with pace early on to start games. And we've done a good job of that this season, so we got to get back to that.
How difficult is it to prepare for a game with all this going on?
It's very difficult. When people are losing their homes, when people are losing schools, kids are losing schools, losing lives, it's very difficult to approach the game of basketball because life is bigger than basketball, and we understand it. So it's been very tough, but when the games are scheduled, we do have to try to prepare the best way we can, and so it's different for everyone.
What have some of the conversations been like with the team, the organization, the guys?
Again, I'm sorry.
What the conversation been like between the organization, the players, coaches, whatever, about how to support the community during this time?
Yes, we talk about things. I don't know if some things that we're doing, but I don't have to say it right now. I don't know if I can say it or not, because I talked to Ms. Gilligan about it earlier this morning. And so we are doing things to make sure we're helping out in the communities and helping out the people that need help. And so I'm very excited about that.
How do you wrestle with the idea on whether it's a good thing to have the game tomorrow, just given what's going on?
It's above my pay grade. I think the NBA, they have a good handle on things that's going on and what we need to do. And so, when they make the decision, we're all in. We're going to stick behind them. And if they know we're going through a tough time right now in the state of California, and they understand that. And so hopefully we can bring some kind of joy with the game coming back tomorrow and some togetherness, as you may, and try to put some smiles on people's faces in a tough time. So hopefully that works.
Nico compared it to during the COVID year when you weren't sure when we were going to play, who was available, etc. But have you ever been through anything like this, just where the natural disaster or something going on in the city that you're in, where the games feel secondary for a while?
This is probably the biggest thing I've been a part of. Just seeing families and people lose their houses, lose their businesses, lose loved ones. It's pretty devastating, and it's tough to really fathom that, what we're going through right now. So, like I said, my prayers and thoughts out to everyone who's involved, friends, families, neighbors. And I just also want to give a special thanks to the firefighters and everyone who's putting their hand in to try to help support and take care of the situation.
Nico said that he was checking his phone up until 3 minutes before the game in Denver, and he said basically he didn't sleep the night before. How hard is that for guys when they're going into a game, but they have all this other stuff going on to kind of keep focused amidst all of that?
Yeah, it's very hard. It's very hard when you have kids, you have a family, your wives and things like that. So that's first. That comes first, taking care of your family, making sure they're okay. And I know Nico didn't get to bed till I think 6 o'clock in the morning, just going through the evacuation period for his family, and see if they were safe. So it was a tough process.